State legislature takes no action in today's special session on this Tuesday's election. Details from the Capitol. And police make a second arrest in this week's double homicide at the Arboretum. Plus, we'll take a closer look at how the pandemic is impacting the way people are celebrating this month's holidays.
This is News 3 Now at 6.
The April 2020 special session will stand adjourned until Monday, April 6th. The April 2020 special session is adjourned.
A special session to discuss postponing next week's primary election lasted only seconds this afternoon. Thanks for joining News 3 Now at 6. I'm Amanda Quintana. Adam Duxter is outside the Capitol now with what this means for Tuesday's election. Adam?
Well, Amanda, while this doesn't technically rule out the possibility for postponing next week's election, it certainly gives those responsible for making that decision one way or the other less time to do so. The state senators we caught up with today after today's seconds-long special session say, well, they're not surprised by what happened. They're still disappointed with the move.
I have yet to talk to a constituent who hasn't said that they didn't want the election postponed. They want the election postponed because they don't want to have to make a choice between recognizing the right to vote and the right to be clear of a health hazard.
Elections due to the spread of coronavirus. Today outside the Capitol, a small group of protesters argued Wisconsin needs to join that list and says if the state chooses not to, the consequences could be severe.
People are terrified. They don't want to come out, and who can blame them?
Now, those protesters we spoke with today say part of the blame goes on Governor Tony Evers for not making a decision regarding the election one way or the other sooner. And the two state senators we spoke with are still holding out hope that some kind of decision can be made in the upcoming days. We'll hear from them as well as more on this special session tonight at 10.
All right, Adam, thank you so much. Justin, tonight, the governor issued a statement responding to today's special session, saying the legislature is, quote, playing with politics, with public safety, and ignoring the urgency of this public health crisis. It's wrong. Evers says he's urging every Wisconsinite to contact their legislator and demand a vote. To protect poll workers and voters during Tuesday's election, the City of Madison Engineering Division is putting up barriers at all 66 polling locations. The barriers will support social distancing. One plexiglass barrier will be set up for poll workers checking IDs and another for one who gathers the ballots. The barriers were designed last Monday, and officials say they plan to finish installing them by Tuesday. Governor Tony Evers says Wisconsin has been granted a major disaster declaration for the coronavirus pandemic. The governor requested the federal assistance earlier this week, which will provide access to public assistance programs for all 72 Wisconsin counties and the state's federally recognized tribes. In a statement, Evers said he's, quote, grateful for the swift action of the federal government and that the assistance granted today will help ensure Wisconsin can gain access to critical assistance as we continue our work to respond to the pandemic. Our other top story tonight, the UW Police Department has arrested a second suspect in connection to a double homicide that happened earlier this week. 18-year-old Elijah Jawan LaRue is being held at the Dane County Jail on 2 counts of party to a crime for first-degree intentional homicide. Also a suspect in this case, 18-year-old Kari Sanford. He's being held on those same charges. UW police say the victim suffered gunshot wounds believed to be caused by Sanford and LaRue. Victims Dr. Beth Potter and her husband, Robin Kari, were found in a ditch in the UW Arboretum on Tuesday, a result of what police say was a targeted act. Authorities say this is still an active investigation, but believed to have the 2 primary suspects in custody. If anyone has information, they're asked to call Madison area Crime Stoppers. There are now more than 2,100 confirmed cases of coronavirus and 56 COVID-19 related deaths in Wisconsin. DHS numbers show a jump of 130 confirmed cases and 12 deaths since yesterday afternoon. Dane County has 269 cases, while Milwaukee County still leads the state with 1,058 cases. Roughly 28% of patients with COVID confirmed cases have been hospitalized. Nearly 24,000 people have tested negative. Nationwide, the death toll from the coronavirus has passed 8,000 mark, with close to half that number in New York State alone. Meanwhile, the Coral Princess cruise ship off the coast of South Florida is docking after several passengers and crew members tested positive for the virus. 2 people died before the ship arrived in Miami this afternoon. As the disease continues to spread, President Trump says more people are going to die.
This will be probably the toughest week between this week and next week, and there'll be a lot of death, unfortunately, but a lot less death than if this wasn't done, but there will be death.
More than 300,000 people in the U.S. have been confirmed to have the coronavirus. The Trump administration says it's buying COVID-19 rapid tests for state labs across the country. The Department of Health and Human Services released a statement today saying it's sending about 15 tests to every state. The tests are said to be able to test for coronavirus in about 13 minutes. They were approved by federal officials yesterday. U.S. Surgeon General Jerome Adams is encouraging people to make homemade masks after the CDC recommended wearing face coverings in public yesterday. In a video, Adams says masks can be made with items around the house like scarves, hand towels, or even an old t-shirt. While wearing a mask is recommended, Adams says it is not a replacement for social distancing. Let's get a look at your first warned weather with Gary Canulty. Pretty sunny, but still a little cold out today, Gary.
It was chilly today, thanks to a cold front that came through last night with the showers, but tomorrow will be a little milder. You can see bright sunshine on the WISC Skycam looking out toward the west. Very little in the way of cloud cover. As far as precipitation is concerned, there's not much out there. You can see how the state is cleared out. Notice that white area up toward Austin, Minnesota, and between Minneapolis and Eau Claire. That's actually snow on the ground from early this morning that gradually melted as the day went on. But you can see just a few flurries up in northwestern Minnesota. Wisconsin right now, precipitation free. Temperatures are right around 50 here in Madison. A little cooler than Lake Michigan. Temperatures only around 40 in Milwaukee. And to the west, temperatures are also a little bit cooler out toward La Crosse. Over the next 12 hours, temperatures will drop off to around freezing by early tomorrow morning. Look for sunny skies again for tomorrow. It'll be a little milder with a high of 57. I'll take a look at forecasts. It also includes milder weather, but some thunderstorm chances early next week and then colder weather toward the end of the week.
Thank you, Gary. Holidays in the age of coronavirus look a little different. With Passover starting this week, our Gabriela Becerra shares how those celebrating are adjusting.
Typically, friends and family come together on holidays, sometimes even traveling long distances. Now, coronavirus restrictions are making that nearly impossible, but people are still finding ways to celebrate. With plans to travel home to Ohio called off.
Given the current state, just large family, a large gathering, trying to avoid that.
Corey Barabitsky will be connecting with his family over Zoom for Passover this year.
I guess most of us are in different time zones, so a few people joining at 3:30, a few people joining at 6:30, but all in all trying to get the family together to continue to celebrate the Passover Seder.
While logistics are usually left up to his mom, this will be his first time having to figure out how to lead his own Seder.
One of my first years celebrating Passover on my own without my family, so I have never had to shop on my own for this stuff. So that's going to be new.
Rabbi Avremel Matusov of Chabad Madison says this will be a unique Passover for everyone.
So many people are going to have to lead a Seder at home. They're becoming their own Moses. They got to lead the Seder with whoever they have under the same roof, and whether it's a large family or small or just a roommate, whatever it may be.
Although it will be different, Matusov says thinking about the freedom and liberation in the past is almost parallel to what the world is facing today.
You know, focus on what's important. It's a great time to really celebrate the holiday. And what's really cool is actually this is the initial way Passover was celebrated the first year. When we were in Egypt, we were told, stay home that night. Don't go out. You got to quarantine with your family. And so that's what we're doing here, and it's fine.
If you're leading your own Passover Seder this year, Chabad Madison has resources on its website with how to prepare all of the different elements. In Madison, Gabriela Becerra, News 3 Now.
For those who won't be able to make their own Chabad of Madison is also preparing Seder dinners for curbside pickup so everyone in the community can celebrate. More information on those can be found on our website, channel3000.com. Other upcoming holiday celebrations are being altered for social distancing as well, including traditional Easter egg hunts. Normally, hundreds of kids search for Easter eggs around St. Peter's Lutheran Church in Arlington. Instead, this year, the church is passing out bags filled with candy and children's activities, as well as palm branches ahead of Palm Sunday tomorrow. Pastor Christopher Amen says the church is hoping to keep some normalcy as people adjust to a new way of life.
We want to say life still moves on. Easter still comes. Spring comes. We look forward to that life that's coming. That's what we celebrate as the church, the life our Lord provides for us and gives. And so what a great, beautiful day we actually got for it, too.
The church is also accepting food pantry items in exchange for a ticket in an Easter basket drawing. Those items will go to the Prairie Pride Pantry. Coming up on News 3 Now at 6, Joe Biden says he's thinking about his running mate, and we'll take a closer look at how the pandemic has forced presidential campaigns to go virtual.
The road to Deer Season Madness is at Sloan's. Get a John Deere and your Sloan deal. Get 4.9% for 48 months or $69 per month on a John Deere Z345R. Get a John Deere now during Deer Season Madness and
Powered up with Sloan. Go vote for Justice Daniel Kelly.
Who is Dan Kelly? On the Supreme Court, Dan Kelly rejected stronger anti-corruption rules and then ruled repeatedly in favor of his own wealthy campaign donors. There's a better choice. Jill Karofsky is a trial court judge, a former prosecutor, a victim advocate, and a mother of two.
On the Supreme Court, I'll make decisions based on the law and its impact on real people, not corporate donors.
Tough, fair, independent. Jill Karofsky for Supreme Court.
Ever since we opened Culver's, community has meant the world to us, especially in times like these when the going gets tough. That's why we're keeping our drive-thrus open, continuing to cook every meal to order as if you were a guest in our home. We want to be here for you, today and every day, sharing our smile and safely serving with all our heart. Caring for you and your family, it's our pleasure. Together, we'll get through this.
Coming together makes us stronger, and Ford is built to lend a hand, especially now, with 6-month payment relief. Buy a new Ford. We'll defer 3 payments and make 3 payments for peace of mind up to 6 months. Shop at Ford.com or contact your Ford dealer to find out more about home delivery and other vehicle service options. You have a lot to take care of. Let us help take care of you.
The road to Deer Season Madness is at Sloan's. Get a John Deere and your Sloan deal. Get 4.9% for 48 months at $139 per month on a John Deere Z720E. Get a John Deere now during Deer Season Madness and
Powered up with Sloan.
Joe Biden says he's planning to begin his vice presidential vetting process soon. During a virtual fundraiser, the former vice president said he has spoken to Senator Bernie Sanders about beginning this search for a VP candidate. He says they might be competitors, but they're also friends, and Biden didn't want to seem presumptuous. But he says background checks need to be done on VP candidates. He says his campaign will announce a nominating committee sometime in the next few weeks. The pandemic has upended the 2020 presidential race, requiring candidates to find new ways to engage voters at home. Caitlin Huey-Burns reports on the challenges of campaigning in the age of coronavirus.
I'm trying to follow the rules here. I'm not going out. I'm just keeping distance.
Like many Americans, presidential candidates are now working from home.
As a matter of fact, I think we're both sitting in our own homes.
Social distancing has put the campaign season's big rallies, selfie lines, and door knocking on hold. The candidates are pressing ahead online with a brand new set of challenges.
We're going to continue to do things virtually until we can see you in person. Until then, stay safe and healthy, everybody.
Joe Biden has turned the basement of his Wilmington, Delaware home into a television studio, trying to find creative ways to engage supporters and raise money virtually.
Welcome, everybody, to our first virtual happy hour.
And I have in here Gatorade.
While Biden leads Senator Bernie Sanders in the delegate count, it may be a while before the former vice president can claim the Democratic nomination. Several states have delayed their primary contests until June, creating a new summertime Super Tuesday. The Democratic National Committee postponed its July convention until August, a week before Republicans are slated to hold theirs. And many Democrats are calling for an expansion of mail-in voting before the general election in November. Still, activists like Emily De Silva of the online organizing platform Outvote say it's a good time to reach voters stuck at home.
We are in a moment where we are deepening people's understandings of what it means to be active in civic engagement.
Is this going to be the new normal of campaigning?
I really do hope this moment shows campaign staffers and organizers and even couch activists everywhere that there are tools at our disposal that can help with some of the more traditional efforts we're doing.
Remember, www.whenweallvote.org.
Outvote teamed up with Michelle Obama and DJ D-Nice to host a couch party to register voters. Campaigning online may be here to stay even after the pandemic passes, but strategists say nothing quite beats delivering the message door to door or shaking hands with the candidate. Caitlin Huey-Burns, CBS News, New York.
Still ahead on News 3 Now at 6, how thousands of Badgers fans are still showing their spirit amid the pandemic. Plus, we'll see sunny skies and a milder day tomorrow. Gary has details in your First Warn forecast next.
For the safety of our employees and customers, Denver Mattress will be temporarily closing our doors. While we will continue an online shopping experience with free delivery, we encourage everyone to stay safe, stay healthy, and most importantly, stay at home. Your friends at Denver Mattress.
For over 80 years, Nissan has been with you through thick and thin. And now is no different. We're offering payment options for current owners. And our service departments are here to help. And for future owners, we're offering no payments for 90 days on 14 models. This is help when you need it.
If you don't have U.S. Cellular 5G, you could have inside phobia, the fear of losing your signal inside. Hello? But don't worry, U.S. Cellular has your back with our 5G network now in Wisconsin and the Samsung Galaxy S20 5G, free when you switch. Connect from outside to inside without interruption. Switch and get a free Samsung Galaxy S20 5G on U.S. Cellular 5G. Choose fair.
Please join Madison Magazine, News 3 Now, and Channel 3000 in supporting local businesses. For a complete list of vendors, options, and hours of operation, go to MadisonMagazine.com. Thank you for supporting local businesses.
Creating family memories is what Maple Leaf Landscaping is all about. We design and build outdoor spaces that bring people together. Landscaped spaces for any size family. Functional, beautiful, a place everyone will enjoy. And it all starts with a free visit at your home by one of our landscape experts. So call Maple Leaf Landscaping today and have us create an outdoor living space for your home.
For the safety of our employees and customers, Denver Mattress will be temporarily closing our doors. While we will continue an online shopping experience with free delivery, we encourage everyone to stay safe, stay healthy, and most importantly, stay at home. Your friends at Denver Mattress.
Badgers fans around the state today joined in this afternoon to jump around with others while staying safe at home. You're looking at some Madison police officers jumping around at 3 o'clock today, all 6 feet apart, of course. The movement all started with Token Creek DJ Chris Pruitt, who said he's trying to pick up the spirit of Badgers fans everywhere during the pandemic. Let's get a look at your First Warn weather with Gary Canaldi. It was pretty sunny out there for you to be out jumping around.
Yeah, temperatures are a little cooler than yesterday, but still not bad. We were right around 50 degrees today. And tomorrow will probably be a little milder and we'll have bright sunshine. Here's the live view from the Queen Bee Radio Skycam and platform. Platteville looking toward the north. Skies are clear there. We might see a little bit of cloud cover later on tonight, but we'll still turn sunny for tomorrow. On Doppler track, things very quiet across the state of Wisconsin. There are some light snow showers up in the Dakotas into western Minnesota. Very chilly for April for the north central part of the country. The band of showers that came through yesterday has now moved off into Michigan. Three things you need to know in the forecast. Tomorrow will be sunny and a little milder with high temperatures in the upper 50s. Monday, there'll be a chance of showers. High temperatures also should be in the upper 50s, but we'll see more cloud cover. And then as we head into Tuesday, it'll be very mild with high temperatures close to 70 degrees, but we'll also see some thunderstorm chances, especially in the afternoon and evening. On weather track, notice this massive clouds dropping southward. This is a lot of cold air that's building up across Alaska, and eventually this will kind of sweep eastward over the second part of the week coming up, so that we will see a big change in the overall weather pattern. Right now, the upper level winds are from west-southwest to east-northeast, so we're seeing mild Pacific air or sometimes even milder air if the jet stream buckles a little bit. To the south, a lot of showers and thunderstorms from Texas into Arkansas and Louisiana. Those will move eastward. But right now, things pretty quiet in our part of the country. As we zoom in and take a look at the current weather map, high pressure is located up across far northern Wisconsin, and that's keeping the skies sunny and conditions relatively quiet around here. A few sprinkles up down in southern Iowa and northern Missouri with a little weather disturbance that might bring a few clouds later on tonight. But otherwise, it's just cool around here. Temperatures are mainly in the 40s across the state. Madison's still at 50 degrees. Notice this little band of cooler weather here where temperatures are still in the upper 30s between the Twin Cities and Eau Claire. There actually was a couple of inches of snow there last night. Most of that has melted, but it's kept temperatures cool for much of the day today. On future track, you can see northerly winds continuing. There's a little patch of clouds overnight, but plenty of sunshine for tomorrow. Next weather system comes in here with some clouds tomorrow night, and then maybe a couple of showers on Monday. Better chances for rain will arrive perhaps from Tuesday afternoon into Tuesday evening. So for tomorrow, look for high 57 with mostly sunny skies, a little milder than today. In the 7 to 10 day forecast, 59 on Monday with a chance of a thunderstorm Monday night, shower chance during the day. Showers and thunderstorms in the afternoon on Tuesday with a high of 69. Wednesday, a little cooler, high of 60. Some afternoon showers on a second cold front. But look at what we've done to the temperatures after that. Upper 40s for Thursday and Friday, lower 50s for Saturday. Easter Sunday will be chilly with a chance of showers, highs lower 50s and upper 40s to around 50 for the start of next week, when the average high temperature should be in the upper 50s. So we've gone from above normal temperatures back to below normal temperatures, even things out as we head down the road.
At least we have some sun in between all of that to,
right,
you know, help us out. Thank
Always
you,
look
Gary.
on the good side.
Yes. We caught up with Giannis and Chris Middleton to get their thoughts on how the NBA is going to continue the season. That story coming up next in sports.
News 3 Now First Warn Weather is brought to you by Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor.
Discover a shopping and design experience as comfortable as the furniture. Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor. Schedule your free design consultation today.
When we face adversity, we find a way through it. It's about taking care of each other. It's the small parts that make a big difference. At Chevy, we promise to do ours. To help keep you on the road, your Chevy certified service experts are here and ready to help. If you require parts, maintenance, or repairs, Chevy and its dealers remain committed to your vehicle needs. You can even schedule your appointment online. It's just our way of doing our part.
To our Pick and Save associates, for the long hours and late nights, for the miles traveled and the shelves restocked, for making a difference in our customers' lives, for doing so much more than your job. Everyone at the Kroger family of brands and our customers say thank you. In a time when daily life feels a bit uncertain, your hard work is keeping America fed. Pick and Save, fresh for everyone.
I'm Kelsey Grammer. My dad was gunned down at his home at the age of 38. 6 years later, my sister was brutally raped and murdered. When my father's killer was released, I found out through the National Enquirer. It seemed like a cruel joke. In my sister's case, I have been allowed a voice in the parole hearings of her killers. But that's not always true in Wisconsin. Marcy's Law ensures equal rights to victims and their families to be informed and heard. Please vote for additional rights for crime victims. Vote yes on Marcy's Law.
Easter is just a week away, and local businesses are adapting to uphold their long-standing traditions. We'll hear what Clausen's is doing to celebrate.
And the sun is back, along with the chance for showers. Join us Sunday at 6:30. Southern Wisconsin is our community.
Our home.
Our home.
Our home. And in this time of uncertainty,
we need to stand together.
While staying apart.
While staying apart. Social distancing.
Social distancing for my family.
For my parents.
I'm social distancing for my 96-year-old mother.
I'm social distancing for my boys. We're in this together.
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 We're all in this together, and we will get through this together.
Wisconsin voters deserve the truth. I'm News 3 Now's Amy Reed. I'm breaking down political ads, explaining whose money is behind them and separating truth from misinformation. Get the facts with Reality Check, only on News 3 Now.
Well, the president getting involved in the sports world today, holding a conference call with commissioners from every major sports league. In today's press conference, though, he wouldn't say much about what they talked about on the call, just that everyone wants to be back very soon. However, ESPN reporting that Trump did say the NFL season should start on time in September and that he hopes to have fans back in stadiums soon as well. But no medical experts have deemed that timeline to be realistic yet. Meanwhile, no one in the NBA has played in a single game since March 12th, but the NBA and ESPN are reportedly talking about televising a horse competition. You know, the game that you played as a kid where you would compete shot for shot until you missed 5 times for each letter in the word horse, of course. That would allow players to use their home gyms and stay isolated. Details to be determined, but for now, guys like Giannis and Chris Middleton, they're trusting the league to make the right decisions.
You got to stay ready. Do what you got to do to stay ready. So, because you never know what you're going to expect. But I think, you know, the league and I'm sure we're going to do a pretty good job and come up with a good plan that will make sure every player is ready to go.
The NBA is going to do the best that they can to make sure to not put anybody at risk for whatever, for all the reasons out there right now. So, I mean, if we play, we'll be ready for that. If we don't, I mean, we would definitely be disappointed, but I think everybody will understand that, you know, it's bigger than basketball at this point.
And a star-studded class of 2020 for the Naismith Memorial Basketball Hall of Fame. Tim Duncan, Kevin Garnett, and the late Kobe Bryant among the 8 members this year. Duncan, a 5-time champion, 2-time MVP, played his entire 19-year career on the Spurs, while Garnett earned a title, MVP, and played on 15 All-Star teams. Bryant's wife, Vanessa, and daughter, Natalia, spoke on behalf of their family earlier today on what this means for the Bryants.
We're extremely proud of him. Obviously, we wish that he was here with us to celebrate, but it's definitely the peak of his NBA career, and every accomplishment that he had as an athlete was a stepping stone to be here.
Quick hands, anticipating the move by Spades
And definitely a little bit bittersweet there, Amanda. But back to the horse competition, I feel like that could be something that fans could be interested in. I mean, I'm sure that the players would come up with very creative ways to beat the other person.
Oh, yeah. I'd definitely love to watch it. Thank you so much, Melissa. Yeah. All right, let's take a quick look at weather.
Well, things pretty quiet out there right now. There's the live view from the Edgewater Sky Cam. Sunny skies. Right now, temperatures right around 50 in the Madison area. For tomorrow, look for a high of 57 with more sunshine, and then a warm up early next week and turning colder at the end of next week.
All right. Thanks so much for joining us. Have a great night.